Hey, it is Chucky here again, and today I made an early morning journey out to East Beckwith Mountain and Lost Lake. And flying on Beckwith Mountain was my goal for the morning. So I got up again super early and drove in the dark over Ohio Pass, where I saw a couple of moose. One had antlers, the other didn't. But the one that didn't have antlers was like running directly in front of my car for a ways, but had a good time. Anyway, yeah, I'm flying up on East Beckwith Mountain here. And I was really kind of surprised at the size of East Beckwith Mountain. It really stretches a long way east to west along a high ridge. But flying up to the summit, want to look over the other side? My DJI Mavic 4 is nice. It lets me get some elevation. Twice the elevation that any of my previous DJI helicopters would let me get. Of course, I'm probably less than 150 feet above the surface. But in order to get to the top of the mountain, I had to fly up quite a ways. Here we are reaching the summit. Always cool to look and see what's on the other side. The other side of this one is actually looking more back towards my neighborhood. Now I'm flying west along the ridge, and you can see these two peaks out in front of me, and those are actually just other parts of East Beckwith Mountain. And then that summit that's a little bit off to the right, that is West Beckwith Peak. And then the summit that you see, that's kind of more massive all the way to the right-hand side, that is Mount Gunnison. So I'm flying from sub-peak to sub-peak of East Beckwith Mountain. A little bit of snow left up in the higher elevations. Some small snowfields. Nothing like what I saw in the heart of the Elk Mountains on Saturday for snowfields, but it's good to see some on Beckwith. Beckwith is in the, I think it's the upper 12,000 feet range of elevation. And now I'm flying back east along that same ridge. And in the haze in the sun would be like Ruby Mountain. And you can kind of see the anthracites way off in the distance too. Later in this video, I'll be flying up into the anthracites a little bit on my way home. But yeah, the sun's pretty low in the sky. Kind of puts an interesting smoky haze look on things. I headed back towards the east this early in the morning. Headed back towards the center peak of East Beckwith. And I'm going to do a little pan. In the backgrounds, you can see the anthracites. And now the West Elks are coming into view. Storm Ridge. And Haystack Mountain is another smaller one that's coming into center view now. Sheep Mountain off in the distance, and Mount Gunnison. And finally, West Beckwith is now about center in screen. Flying a little bit to the southeast in this one, with the ridges of Beckwith in front of me there, anthracites off to the left, upper left and to the upper right is more of the West Elks. West Elks is what I have in view at my house. And I'm carving down the range slightly to the east. About center up would be Whetstone and Mount Axel. Kind of way down below, that's just barely cresting the horizon, that's probably Mount Crested Butte. Now these peaks that are appearing on the right, that's probably a Ruby Mountain. And coming down the ridge, looking pretty nice. And then Lost Lake down below. Lost Lake's a pretty lake. It has a campground, and even on a Monday morning, it was mainly full. And another pan looking at Beckwith. That's the Anthracites there. Ohio Peak is in the Anthracites out in front of me. And panning back into Beckwith here. Yeah, Beckwith, flying on it seemed pretty massive with all the different sub-peaks and everything. Pretty good bowl of snow on the north side of Beckwith that we're looking at. Panning back across some more. There is the West Beckwith Peak. Beyond it, somewhere out there is the Grand Mesa, and somewhere out there is the Book Cliffs. Those are a long way away, though. And flying back down towards Lost Lake. On my way back, batteries starting to run a little low. But it was a nice scene looking back at the lake, so I decided to include that in the video. It's actually a trail that goes to 3 different lakes up on Beckwith. You can see 2 of them there. Might be an interesting hiking trail for a fairly easy short hike, I'd imagine. I'm going to pan up a little bit. And you can see Mount Marcedona there, which is a common feature that people see when they're driving Kepler Pass and looking at all the fall aspens. Yeah, this is like the heart of aspen country in Colorado. I'll probably come back out here in the fall and do some more videos because the number of aspens is truly tremendous. It's one of the largest aspen groves in the entire United States. Okay, this was on the drive home that you're looking at now. I'm all the way around on the west side of the Anthracite range, and I'm flying up into the Anthracite range. And I'm panning and taking a closer look at the West Elks. This is basically the same view I get from my house, only from a different angle. And there are some snowfields left in the West Elks. West Elk Peak goes over 13,000 feet. Castle's coming into view now. That's like the main view I've got out the window of my house is of those nice spiky castles there. My house, they've got blue sky above them, but I'm way higher looking out at them where the West Elks are higher than them, and so they don't have blue sky in this view. And on the other side of the ridge there is where Mill Creek is. Mill Creek makes one of the nicest canyons in all of Colorado. And one of these days in the not too distant future, I will definitely do a flight there. And looking down valley. This is a quick shot of where my neighborhood is. Some of the houses you see there are like right out the window for me. You can't see my house though, because I'm too close to the trees where I'm behind them from that view. And I like photographing this waterfall when it runs. This is the waterfall that's seen off of Ohio Pass. I was looking at the map today, and the place that I view this from is called the Gondor Viewpoint. I thought it was pretty cool. Gondor, like in Lord of the Rings. And this waterfall seems to go up and up and up. My buddy and I, Nate, did kind of a hike scramble up to go look at the waterfall close up firsthand. And it got kind of hairy. It was not an easy scramble. We were definitely digging in and grabbing roots and hanging on for dear life, trying to get up close to that waterfall and take a look at it. And looking up into the Anthracite range. The far, actually, this is the far eastern end of the Anthracites. I think I might have said far western end before. Yeah, this is the far east side of the Anthracites. And the Gondor Viewpoint, that's where I'm parked. That's what it looks like as I'm flying back to it. I had a great morning. I got home just after 8 a.m. and saw a lot. Chuggy out.